what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it. Start with a little recruiting here. Jake Hester, as LSU once again stays red hot. This time it is Cortez Hankton's turn to get his flowers, as we don't talk about Cortez Hankton enough, and it bums me out because I feel like eventually he's going to leave us, and then you're going to be like, oh my God, I wish we would have realized what we had. I think Georgia has really missed Cortez Hankton since he left. Remember, a couple of years ago, yes, you had the incredible 2019 year for that LSU receiver room, but then after that, a couple of years ago, I was kind of saying, like, come on, do something. We keep hyping this room up in the offseason, never do anything. Well, when Hankton shows up, all of a sudden now they're doing things year in and year out. And even though he's the co-OC, we always just act like Joe Sloan's the only OC. Let's remember Cortez Hankton and the impact that he's having, because he just landed 4-star, top 50 composite player overall, wide receiver Derek Meadows. Who'd he beat out? Notre Dame, Alabama, Georgia, and Michigan. A massive win for the staff, for Hankton, for LSU. This is a cat out of Bishop Gorman, who are the high school national champs. He's a 2023 Nevada Track and Field Athlete of the Year. He won the 5A state title in 300-meter hurdles. He was he ran a leg in the Bishop Gorman 4x400 state winning team. The dude can fly, and he has chosen to fly down to Baton Rouge as LSU regains the best blue chip ratio in America for their current class, now ranked number 3 in the nation.
This is going to be a big year for Cortez Hankton and the receivers that he has to work with. Like, if he does it again after losing 2 first-round picks, then that's just going to be maybe the most impressive feat that he has, had so far, and he's had a lot of them. And I'm excited to kind of see some of the guys that we've talked about that he's recruited to LSU that we have yet to, see be stars on the field. And so, yeah, Cortez Hankton, I'm right there with you. And look, that's why LSU gives him the salary that they do. That they know how good he is inside the building, but it's time outside the building. We need to start giving him some love. But you talk about Bishop Gorman, you said it, high school national champs. That's like every sport they're elite in. I'm pretty sure that's where Bryce Harper went to school as well, but that's just another blue chip guy. And I know you love blue chips, to this LSU recruiting class, man. They continue. It doesn't matter where they're located. Doesn't matter what position they play. It feels like they are getting them from everywhere. And that's not to take away from the state of Louisiana. Every player that they wanted, maybe outside of one from the state of Louisiana, they have committed to this class. And so it's not one of those classes, T, where it's like, I wish you'd stay at home a little bit more. I wish you wouldn't maybe spread your wings as far. Well, they stayed at home, got what they wanted, and now they're spreading those wings. And so this is setting up to be an all-time type of class. And we've seen a couple of these, and this, just like in the NFL when you have that draft class, you get the right signing class, then you're set up for 3, 4, maybe even sometimes 5 years. And so the way that they're able to get all these different guys from all over the country in positions of need, it's been an impressive haul so far. And look, it's not even over.
Also, any insecurity about the LSU coffers, the NIL situation and whatnot. Again, I don't think LSU has as much money as some of the numbers that are being bandied about when you're going out for dinners at SEC media days, right? Like, there's some crazy numbers out there. Again, the most salacious rumor was that Texas has put like $20 million into this roster or whatever. But the thing is, I don't care what LSU does or doesn't have, because the bottom line, all that matters are the results. And right now, if you sign this class and you land this class, well, that's an A+. A top 5 recruiting class is an A+, full stop. Don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Can't tell me anything else. Now, granted, there's maybe been some classes we've seen in the past that positionally have been a little wonky because maybe you focused like so much on ratings that you ignored a couple positions, but not in this class. You've just been getting top-tier talent at all of your needed positions. So, yeah, I think this LSU, I mean, it's really a testament. This 25 class is, now you got to land it, and we got to see how year 3 is going to go, which we said last week. Brian Kelly feeling very bullish on year 3 at LSU. But it's a testament to the organization as a whole, right? The fundraising and the NIL extension, right? The coaches managing to, listen to the quote from his father from Meadows' father about why they chose LSU. Quote, Cortez Hankton played in the pros. He has a good idea how to build a wide receiver, as you see from history. I like their attitude. The way they run practice, very quick, very firm. Make sure everybody's running from point to point. Definitely the environment. Their family over there, it's a great family environment. So in that, you see the allure of Hankton in his resume. When you get to the practice speed and efficiency, something that would have been very foreign to us Les Miles guys. You get to, again, the kind of competence of Brian Kelly. And when you talk about environment, that's the culture, right? That's the culture, the process, the things you've been trying to install for 3 years now. So again, this recruiting class right now is in my mind bigger than just a single great class. It is the representation of a process that is paying dividends 3 years into what looks to be a 10-year relationship. And so I think everybody, coaches, support staff, like I said, fundraisers, the people giving the money, right? Everybody deserves a pat on the back here as LSU continues to dominate on the recruiting trail.
Are you telling me those 3.5 hour long practices weren't efficient?
Geez, dude. Fully padded. Repeat it. Just repeat it.
The best thing that I heard when I got to the NFL, like I was fully expecting we'd have a play in and it wouldn't work, and I'd be like, oh man, here we go. Yeah. I'm about to hear repeat it. And Norv's like, if we got to repeat it on Sundays, you think the Raiders are going to allow us to line up and repeat it? No, get it out of here. Get it out of the playbook.
Jetpack Jesse in the chat makes a great point. The best LSU pitch is stardom. No school comes close. And this is something that I wish I would have brought up with Greg Sankey that could have been interesting to get his perspective on. But, I mean, that is true, right? Like other schools, even Texas, might have like kind of big names. But when you look around right now and Burrow's hanging out at the white party looking cool as hell, Skeens is starting the All-Star game, Livy Dunn is Livy Dunn, Angel Reese is literally changing an entire sport. Like the LSU zeitgeist in terms of individual stardom right now is unlike anything I've ever seen. And again, yes, that it has to be very attractive for the and again, every time these guys get in front of camera, they're always hyping up LSU. Like on the red carpet, what was Livy and company talking about? They were talking about just the LSU way when it was the ESPYs and it was Flage and Livy. So it is wild. And I don't even think maybe a bit of this is just tinged with local bias, like where I'm seeing it because we're covering it, but it is wild, the kind of unparalleled individual star power that LSU has.
Yeah, I mean, Jets might be non-quarterback most popular player in the NFL with as many commercials as he's on, and everybody wanting to do the dances that he does once he scores. And when we were covering the draft, obviously the Lions dominated all the jerseys, but I would say Justin Jefferson might have had like the most non-Lions jersey that I saw at the NFL draft.
Yeah, I mean, he just did Paris Fashion Week. I mean, it's crazy. So again, that's another angle LSU selling. It doesn't matter. It's all an amalgamation. The sales pitch is, and the bottom line is the sales pitch is working. And this 2025 class is elite. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.